What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to another Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report. I'm joined once again by Alex.
Hello.
And we're testing out some more of our Premier style lists going on this time around. So hopefully it's a little bit more of a competitive style match. This is the list I was going to be bringing to Adepticon had I gone, or at least half of it there. And Alex, you're bringing a list that I would have very much expected to see at Adepticon at some point. So yeah, we're going to take a look at those in just a second. But remember, guys, if you like what you see, get the algorithm going, like, comment, subscribe, or you can support the channel monetarily at patreon.com/AegisBrandStudios or YouTube memberships. Or alternatively, you can go to iwargame.net, use code AegisBrand, let them know we sent you, get 10% off one of these great pre-marked maps to facilitate your MCP or Shatterpoint needs. Anyway, let's take a look at the teams. All right, Alex, you're back to very punchy Empire.
We're back to basics. We're back to what's comfortable, what's fun.
Fun for who?
For me.
May can't come soon enough.
Oh yeah, I am looking forward to these guys getting maybe toned down a little bit so that they can be played a little more casually than they currently are.
A light touch, that's all they really need, right?
A light touch, mostly on the blonde guy in the front there.
Yeah, so we got Inferno Squad, then we got Moff Gideon with the DTE and Fifth Brother.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, very, very tough and punchy squad. And on the other side, we have, what if Darth Vader stayed with the Republic? So we got Vader 1 with Padawan Ahsoka Tano and the Padawan Learners. Then we got Ki-Adi-Mundi, Shakti, and the ARF Clone Troopers for my squad here. We're all deployed. The mission has been chosen. Alex, you won priority. We top-decked the Desperate Measures, which very good for me because it means I was never getting that one anyway on a deployment, so I was never deployed on it.
And it's fine for me because Inferno Squad.
Yeah, Inferno Squad. Apparently they get to deploy forward, right?
Yeah.
Then you have like the DTE and Fifth Brother just kind of hanging out one on top of each other. And yeah, so there we go. We got Ki-Adi going after Moff Gideon, and we got Vader going after Iden. So that's how we're going to go down here. And Empire's going to get the first pick. All right, Empire going to kick off with the Shatterpoint. That makes me happy to see.
Interesting.
Do you Shatterpoint or do you shuffle it back in?
I might just go with it.
I mean, you can go with Iden and get everyone moving pretty quickly, right? Yeah. So, all right, going against what I thought here.
Yeah, we're going to be Shatterpointing Fifth Brother and playing the objective a little bit. He's going to be hitting this ingress point right here. Yeah.
You should have plenty of space, which does get you on there.
But it's not on the right level, so force jump time.
Woo. All right. I do not mind seeing a force being spent for force jump already.
Get him right to here.
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to hunker into this wall here.
Looks good to me.
Stay on this point as much as possible.
And you'll take control of 3 points.
Yep.
All right, we're going to respond with Mr. Ki-Adi-Mundi. All right, so Wise Council is going to trigger, and we're going to have Shakti dash forward. And then Ki-Adi-Mundi gets to do a nice little dash as well. And then Ki-Adi-Mundi is just going to advance forward himself, which will put me on the point and fighting Mr. Fifth Brother here. Yeah. And you lucky skunk, you are just out.
Almost like I intended that.
Yeah, just out of being able to expose you here.
Yep.
So I'm going to switch over to Makashi and throw 7 dice.
I got 6.
I don't like those fails.
I really like this.
Oh, that's pretty darn good.
5?
Do you have crit mitigation?
Nope.
I'm going to get 1 through then.
Okay.
That's it. So what I'm going to do then is I was going to do one thing, but I'm going to do something. You have protection as well, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just going to attempt to do a damage, and we're going to reposition right over here. And then we're going to spend 2 force. 2 force, and we're going to force push.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to force push Mr. Fifth Brother just off the point here.
Understandable. Thanks, I hate it.
And looks like I get you there before you hit the terrain. And I will take this point back, and I will score 3.
All right.
So I take it back as though like something actually was mine to begin with. Yeah, we'll just do that. All right, who we got following up? The ISFs.
I don't think I want them going just yet.
Oh, all right.
So into reserve they go.
Yes, sir. Down to 4 force.
Fifth brother!
Someone's a little salty that I just knocked him off the point here.
Yeah, so we're going to go show
Right
you
on
how I
that.
really feel about that.
Yes, sir. All right, I got 6 dice to your what, 7?
8 with Moff Gideon's
that's
ability.
right. Gideon kicks in, yep.
Not bad at all.
Well, not great either. That's a lot of expertise.
4 expertise is a crit, a strike, and a damage.
That's okay. Not awful.
Not awful.
Nope, in the box. So my 3 expertise here is going to be blocking 2 more and a crit to a fail.
So 1 crit will go through.
1 crit will go through, it looks like.
Which is going to be, I think at this point we just take the point from you, even if we're not going to shove you off of it.
Because you do win ties, yep.
So a damage and an exposed.
Damage and exposed, yeah. That will, oh! I should have nominated Force Enhanced Reflexes.
Oh gosh.
Because I totally would have.
Which makes total sense. You have tons of force. Would you like to have?
Please, yeah.
Okay, so I just take 3?
Yes, please, yes. Yeah, got to remember to do that beforehand.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of myself here because I also forgot about Vader's silly little ability here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there we go. But you take the point back.
I do.
And you score 3, putting us
And
at 0.
momentum.
Ooh. All right, we're going to go over to Miss Ahsoka Tano, eh? So Ahsoka is going to race you, and we're going to have Shakti just get moved up to here, which will put her on the point. I think she's back just a tiny little bit there. So we're going to just take that point back. And then we got to figure out what Ahsoka's up to. All right, so Ahsoka is going to be dropping 2 force. And what we're going to do is we're going to punch forward there. Then we are going to hit the jump. She's going to go up on the elevation here to hit this ingress point. And we'll get over there in a second. And then her second jump, we'll get her right over to there, which does put me engaged with the ISFs here. So punchy time.
Punchy.
All right, Hatred making me powerful. 10 dice coming in. That's a good Ahsoka roll.
Solid defense roll.
Yeah, so we're just going to get rid of those 3 right there. And 4 expertise on Ahsoka is going to be 2 crits. So 3 go through.
Okay.
So there's 3 damage, a jump, a shove, and an expose here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my jump just to backstop myself.
Understandable.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to backstop myself right there. And we'll take 4 points.
Rude.
2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, going to draw from the top. We got Mr. Moff Gideon.
Okay, I don't hate it.
So Moff Gideon, going to just chuck the DTE up a little bit.
Yep, we're doing some cool dashes to start off his turn.
Yep. And now you need to... Is there a range on Long Live the Empire? No, there's
Sure
no.
isn't.
Wow.
So long live the Empire indeed.
The Empire is healthy and not broken at all.
Yep. We're just going to take some more damage on Fifth Brother, because damage is for me, actually. But I'm also going to take that point, which is also for me.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You take... I mean, I took more points than I really should have last round anyway, so...
Yep.
And yeah, you still have your actions with Mr. Moff Gideon there. So want a moment?
I think it's actually pretty straightforward. I don't think he's taking any points right now. Not even if he goes over there and absolutely one-shots Mr. Ki-Adi-Mundi.
You could round the corner and take a pot shot at an exposed Ki-Adi-Mundi.
That is, however, really enticing. So I actually, instead of rounding the corner, I'm just going to hit the ingress point.
Pesky ingress points.
Yep.
All right, and going to take a pot shot at me?
Yep.
All right, well, of course, I will force enhanced reflex.
What? How dare you?
I know. Actually...
You are getting a little tight on force now.
You know what? No, I'm not going to force enhanced reflex this one.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I got 7 for you.
Yes, sir. I got 4. Oh, that's a good roll. I like these dice a lot more than the green ones already. I feel like I'm doing stuff here.
So you're blocking 1.
Yeah, the sad thing is I'm exposed, so it doesn't really matter.
And then my 2 expertise is a crit and a pin. So 2 going through.
Okay, so 2 damage, you said? Mm-hmm. Okay. And...
sorry, 3 damage.
Oh, 3 damage.
Yes,
okay.
sorry, 2 successes.
Okay.
And a pin and also... Do a strain.
The pins from the expertise, eh?
Pins from the expertise, yeah.
Yeah, no, a strain is probably a good call there. We'll just get rid of that expose.
I'm hoping for a few more successes on the exposed shot, but I'll still take it.
Oh, hey, you know what? If I had got my expertise, I would have turned a crit to a fail, and I would have blocked 3 total. So
Yeah, that would have been sad.
Yeah,
but I also only got crits through, I think, so...
yeah, well, I would have turned the crit off.
Oh, well, then I would have only got 1 through. It would have sucked.
Yeah, there we go. But anyway, yeah, so you will then take 3 points and get yourself some momentum.
Yep.
All right, we are going to move over to the Shatterpoint card. All right, we are going to Shatterpoint the ARFs. I was thinking Kiadi Mundi originally, but, you know, in retrospect, you know what? I have 3 Force, and Vader doesn't really... Vader uses 1 of it, and Shakti maybe uses a Force Repulse, and, I mean, the learner... Do I use a Force here? Nah, we'll just do it this way.
All right.
So we'll start with this guy back here. 7 dice into 5th brother.
All right.
I can't be too upset by that roll.
I could be a little upset about mine.
Oh, yeah, your roll could have been a little bit better there.
Blocking 2.
My 2 expertise is only 2 go through.
Okay.
So you're going to take, because you're protection and all this sort of stuff, you're going to take 1 damage and be pinned, basically.
Okay.
I have a shove, but oh boy,
Yep.
he gets so far up there. All right, so you got, let's see here, you got 3 left, eh?
Yeah, so you gotta do 4 damage.
All right.
But I am pinned now, so...
You are pinned. Okay, here's the other one coming in.
Well, that's better. Ish. No, it's actually the same result.
Same result, eh? So, you know what? It's the same result for me, too.
Okay.
So, only 2 going through. So, this time you're going to take 2 points of damage.
Wowza.
Because of that pesky little pin that's on you.
Alive on 1.
Alive on 1, which might be good for me. I'm not entirely sure there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to move like that. And I think we'll just move like... no, we'll just move like that.
Okay.
And we'll take this point back. And we'll score 4.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Very strong start from the Republic going in this game. Empire responding with...
Hask.
Hask going to go beat up a kid. That sounds like something Hask would do.
Sounds like him. Yeah.
All right, so Hask activating, going to go beat up a kid.
That's the plan.
Yeah. We never flipped the token on that one. Oh, well, it's probably going to be yours in a moment anyway.
That's the hope.
7 days with a free strike.
Yep. I'm glad that in.
That's, well, you got your 2 successes there. So,
I did.
Yeah.
And my crits are... The crits are nice. The expertise is nice.
Ooh, that's actually almost the best possible roll.
Yeah.
That's actually a roll I really like. I'm blocking 4.
So my 2 expertise is a crit and a block to a fail.
All right, well, I'm still going to block your strike, so take that.
So 3 will go through.
I also have a jump, though, which makes me very happy.
Oh, you have the jump.
I have a jump. 3 expertise is what I needed for the jump.
Ah,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's exactly what I wanted there.
Okay, so in that case, if I shove you off, it's not actually doing anything for me.
Nope. So you're just gonna put
I'm gonna
damage
do
on them?
5 damage and a strain.
So, okay, so yeah, 5 damage and a strain. I keep the point, but it also means I'm not jumping.
Yep, because if you jump, you die.
Yeah, if I jump, I die. So you've effectively shut Ahsoka down for a little bit there.
Which means that the struggle is just yours.
Yeah, because you'll score 1 and get some momentum. And then we'll move into my turn here and see what happens. Yeah. All right, we are going to go with Shakti. All right, so Shakti is going to get Mr. Vader to finally start moving up here.
Look at him go.
Woo! Look at him waddle along there. And then Shakti herself is just going to jump up. I just want to sort of be like right at 2 with you. So.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, okay. All right, and then... Sure, I'll be angry and hateful.
Wow.
And roll 10 dice here.
Jeez, okay.
That feels really good.
Yep.
And are you within 5? So I'll take 2 damage, add some dice to this, throw 10 dice into Mr. Moff Gideon here with a fainting blow. That's, that's 5 fails.
Ooh.
That's half my dice are fails.
I only had 1 fails.
But...
So you do your fainting blow, which turns this to a fail.
That happens... at the modify? Yeah, so I modify mine, you modify yours,
and my
fainting
roll
blow
will have had 3 things in it, so...
Yeah, so like, let's see here. So this is just going to be a strike to a crit. Okay. I think I'm only getting 1 through.
My 3 expertise is block, crit to strike.
Ooh. And then I turn one of your blocks off.
Fail.
Yeah.
So 3?
So just 1 goes through.
Okay.
Yeah, just 1. So take 2 damage, I guess?
All right. Yeah. I can take that.
Yeah, okay. And then I guess what we're going to do, once I find where my short advance tool is here, we're just going to...
do a little dash.
Well, you know, I'm not getting to that center point at all.
Are you hitting this ingress point, maybe?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And the thing is, I'm not even getting within 2 of it.
Interesting.
So I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to take cover.
Okay.
Yeah, get the hunker, because you're a very shooty focused list here.
Could I give you a maybe alternative?
If you want.
You could hit this ingress point, go take this point.
I don't know if that point's going to be active in the next
That's true.
struggle, right?
It is an option, but if you prefer the hunker, I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this, grab the hunker, because I don't think that one's active. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, that one's not active now, is it?
No.
Yeah, that one's not
Takes you
active.
backsies?
Takes you backsies. You're right. We dash, we hit this ingress point, and we go down there, and we'll just make sure I'm range 1 away from that ingress point.
Yeah.
And that is going to be the struggle. Moving into the next struggle, and I had a bad feeling about this.
So one of those options does have Shakti's point.
It does. And one of those points is the one, it would be tied between Ahsoka and Hask.
Interesting.
And then the Padawans take this point and the ARFs take this point.
Yeah.
So if you choose this top one right here, I'm scoring 2. If you choose this one right here, I'm scoring 2.
So they're both bad options.
They're both bad options. But you do have the ARFs in reserve. Or not the ARFs, sorry, the ISFs.
The ISFs, yeah. This is a tricky one.
We'll give you a moment. All right, so we're going with this one right here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rougher position, no matter what, because you're already taking 2, basically no matter what I pick.
Yeah. But you have some options here.
But this one gives me the best options.
All right. Party objective is going to be Shakti's point.
Okay.
All right. And you're pulling the ISFs out?
Yes, I think they're my best chance at victory right now.
All right. All right.
So we're starting with a full advance.
Yep.
This guy's going to hit this ingress point.
Those pesky ingress points.
This one's going to go right over to the edge of 2 of
Shakti. Works for me.
So we're not in engagement. Then we're going to spend a force for some covert operations.
Yes, sir. Down to 2.
This one's going to just dash over towards that point there.
Which actually puts you on it, I think.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, I think it puts you on there. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Looks like
fantastic.
You're on there.
Even better than I thought.
All right.
We get a cool focus.
Getting onto that ingress point actually changed all our discussions.
Yeah.
So there we go. Into Ahsoka first.
Yeah, so it's going to be 6 die normal with a focus and sharpshooter 1 for 8.
Oh no, get your 1 success.
And then a free success from Gideon. I need 1.
Look, I think you got it, but you know what? You are so getting your butt deflected.
Oh no!
Hey, look at that. I'm going to deflect you. And you know what? Because she's wounded, guess what only costs free?
Oh dang, it counts for herself too?
Yeah. Because she is a Jedi within...
She's a Jedi within 3 of wounded? Or it's not another?
Well, once per turn, when an allied Jedi uses a reactive or active ability, if it is within 3 of a wounded allied unit...
Dang, okay.
She's allied to herself.
All right.
Guess who takes 2 damage?
Yes. So because... okay, when does that happen?
After the attack resolve. So you have to do all your stuff first.
Okay, so you are going to be losing the strain because I could reapply it to you, but then you're going to deflect me and lose it anyways.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to pin you and absolutely murder tenderizer you.
Absolutely.
And then I think I also get a reposition as part of this.
And yeah, so you can basically get this ISF to wherever you want him at the moment.
Where I really want him to be with the reposition is actually at the edge of 4 of Vader.
Yep, you can definitely do that and still be on the point.
Because I have a trigger on the Empire Sends Regards.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to put a strain on Vader.
That's cool.
Then I get to recover, which heals 1 of the damage you just did to me.
No, because I haven't done the damage to you yet.
Well,
because that happens after your identity triggers before all this other stuff.
I will still have... I had damage on me before.
You did, yeah. So you'll go down to 1 damage, and then you go up to 3.
And then I dash.
Yep. Yep, makes sense to me. And now it's 8 dice into Shakti.
Yep.
That's a good amount of strikes.
Only 2 fails. I don't like to see that. 2 expertise is a crit.
So your crit will go through. I'll block all your... Yeah, I'll block all your other shenanigans. And yeah, Shakti will take 2 and hold on to that point. But otherwise, decent turn by the ISS.
Decent turn. I am only scoring 1 though.
Yeah, you are scoring 1. You failed to take the priority point, which was a big deal. Yeah.
But I got a momentum.
Yes, sir. And you will challenge the odds. You'll take a point. So that's where you're going to end, right there. All right, priority point is going to be the ISF's point.
Yep.
And I got nothing but good pulls here, I think.
Yeah.
So we got Mr. Vader. Mr. Vader doesn't understand what strain means. He doesn't care. And we're just going to advance and do his fancy little ability to just run forward as well.
Yeah.
And add damage to the damage pool. And we're just going to tenderize this ISF.
How dare you?
All right, just looking for 2 successes. 7 dice on Dark Rage. I like my odds. Yeah, I think I'm definitely getting it with 3 here, because that's going to be 2 crits and a strike.
So the 3 crits go through.
Yeah, the 3 crits are going to go through, which is more than enough.
Which is a tenderized ISF.
Yeah, definitely a tenderized ISF. I'm going to choose the shove route. Because, you know, the shove route doesn't really do a whole lot for me. But. And then we'll just follow up and hit that crate right there. And I got some triggers to do here.
Yeah.
Caddy Mundy's going to recover the strain there, and then he's going to he's going to attempt to dash and get rid of that there. And then I will score 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Priority point. And it's going to be the
ARF's point.
The ARF's point. Yeah.
So I kind of want DTE then.
Yeah, but I mean, you got 2 cards.
It's not DTE.
Do you spend your last force?
I don't think he makes it there without using a force. Well, he could.
You got shoves, right? So I mean, you could.
Well, the shoves aren't. Well, I mean, I could just tie it. You know what? We need it.
You tie it. You take it by tying it,
Yeah,
right?
we desperately
because of
need it.
Fifth Brother.
So getting reserved. We're going with DTE.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he just dashes himself and then walks.
Oh yeah, dash in advance. You can get some good distance there. Yeah, so you can get some extra distance if you use the ingress point as well.
Oh, because I can.
But are you going to be engaged with Shaq
I can
T?
dash down and then.
But are you engaged with Shaq T? Oh yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah. Dash
you
down.
dash down and then you
Ingress
ingress
up to the far side of Mr.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes
Gideon.
sense.
And then it's walking time.
Do you want to shoot first?
Am I in range of you?
Because he's range 5, is he not? Yeah.
Right, and Gideon was just out, so I'm definitely in.
I think you have line of sight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we'll do a shoot.
So 7 dicey dues coming in, I guess.
Yeah.
4 dice on the ARF, 7 on the DTE. Bring on the pain.
Only 2 fails.
All right, well, I'll block 2.
2 expertise is going to be 2 strikes, which you block.
So 3 go through.
3 go through.
That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Yes, sir.
I don't need to shove you off, but I should shove you off if I can.
I mean, if you, yeah, like, how many shoves do you got?
2.
You can shove me off the.
Yeah, so we'll do 3 damage, a disarm, and 2 shoves.
Okay, so shove number 1 and shove number 2. So this takes me off the point even without the DTE taking it, but here's the thing. The ARFs are still in my deck and they can very easily take the point
they just
back.
need to walk back on if that's the case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you
shove,
go.
follow up, shove, follow up, and then a move
Yeah.
to get right to the
Yeah, engage with that guy right there as well. You'll score. Wait, did you roll priority?
That was the priority.
That was the priority. So you'll score 2, and momentum for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, priority point is going to be Vader's, and we have the ARFs. That's perfect. We're going to focus and punch. So this guy, unfortunately, is just out of the Fifth Brother. So 5 dice into DTE.
While you're disarm.
Woo! Take 1. You blocked it. You're
Hooray.
fine. All
Now the
right.
one that matters.
Now the one that matters. Oh, actually, I should have rolled 1 more. Hey, look at that. It's not even a crit.
All right.
And now we got 8 dice coming into you. That's the important one. This disarm goes away. I just need 1 crit here. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh no. Does that expertise give you a crit?
I don't believe so. I
expertise?
needed 1 more expertise. Well, 6 fails is certainly a result. So we're just going to defensive maneuvers up there and defensive maneuvers right over onto this side here. 1 crit, 1 success was all I needed.
That's all you need, but 6 fails is what we got.
Yeah, that's why I wanted two shots in there. I thought about defensive maneuvering first. Now, well, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Still going to score 3, but not closing out the game like I could have there. I know I should have done my first instinct on that one.
We gave into the...
Because I could have challenged the odds and everything
Yeah.
like that, but like we were looking, it's like, oh, well, you know, add 1 extra die in there. No, I should have taken the second attack because I could have also made my anger make me stronger and more powerful.
Oh, that too.
And
yeah.
throw an extra dice at you. I'm bad at this game. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, back over to the Empire. All right, so this game has an asterisk, but it's more interesting now. Vader's point.
Okay.
And we have item to go.
Who might actually be able to do something about that.
All right, so Hask being engaged.
Yeah, even though she's wounded, he's still engaged, which means he can't do this cool dash.
Yeah, it's not often that actually comes up.
Yeah.
But still, you've moved up. Do you want to do a covert maneuvers to get the focus? And
I would love to, but what's force?
oh, I like this game. She's what, range 5?
She is range 5.
Yeah.
I could be shooting Vader right now.
Oh, we need to measure. So it looks like you're just out of 5.
Yep, I am going to have to move, but that's okay. I was kind of planning on it anyways.
This game has been a game of of millimeters
Yeah.
in a lot of cases. But yeah, so she's going to move up.
Flip to
and-
burst fire and do a shoot.
Yes, sir. All right, 7 dice with a free success coming in.
Okay,
That's not
only
bad.
one fail.
So I'm only blocking 3.
My expertise is a crit,
Yep.
and you block 3, so that's
4 go through.
4.
So it's not the tree.
No, it's not what I need.
And you've already, that gray one's the
That
free
is the
strike,
free
right?
success,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So, you have no conditions on you, right?
I have no conditions at the moment, no.
Yeah, because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage that I can do to you. Wait, I need to do how much?
9.
I could do 8 because I could reapply the pin that I give you, but that's still 1
You
shy.
can reapply the pin?
Yeah, because she can go along the top,
Yeah.
give you a pin, and then on the 4th success pin you again.
That's weird.
It's really weird.
She's got 2 pins on her tree?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
It's really weird,
All
but
right.
that means I can be off by 1, which I don't think is... I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to you.
6 damage to me.
I'm going to expose you, I'm going to pin you, and I'm going to shove you.
So it should be at 9 damage. And
The shove is just going to hit you into the wall,
yeah.
but I am going to follow up.
Yeah, but it doesn't take the point back. And sorry, it's a pin and an expose that you're putting on me?
Yes,
All right.
but it gets me on the point, which is something.
It sure does. Okay. Well, I'll score you 1 point. It's a momentum. All right. The priority point is going to be Vader's. So I'm scoring 3 regardless. So if I can take a point or take someone down, bueno stuff for me. And we got the Padawan learners.
All right.
So this one Padawan learner, unfortunately, they're out of range for all their fancy shenanigans for healing. Just going to get up to there. This Padawan learner is going to be like, I like
down,
ingress points.
Go back up.
And go back up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a force rush. And
So he doesn't get the focus off of it, but he gets some good distance.
well, guess who does get the focus, though?
Wow, what the... Oh, which means that
Wait,
they
is
all-
it Jedi or Force user? I think it's Jedi.
Force user.
Oh, money. Okay.
So they have the focus.
Vader's a Force user.
Yep.
Padawan gonna let his hatred make him powerful. He's next to Anakin. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Dude just makes him angry. 9 dice into item.
All right. Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna block 3 with a recover.
So 4 go through, which is almost my tree. Not quite my tree, but it's a lot of my tree there. So there's gonna be 3 damage. There is a shove in there. I don't care. And we're gonna recover some stuff. We're gonna get rid of the expose on Vader, and then we're going to move over here. And hatred's gonna make us powerful again because we just recovered the 2 damage we took from all that.
Yep.
And into Fifth Brother once again 1 crit. I said it last time. That's a very good roll.
Very good.
If I don't roll a crit, I'm gonna be kind of sad here. Oh, in the box.
But there's the crit.
There is the crit, and my 4 expertise here. Hey, there's another crit.
Okay, well, that's good because I think you actually do need 2 crits.
Yeah, I do actually need 2 crits now that I
Is
look
it
at
only
it.
adding a crit?
I had 1 crit, and then I add another crit.
So yeah,
Or
I
no-
block everything that's not a crit, and
Yeah.
that second crit
Yeah.
is the thing that gets him.
So it almost happened again.
Yeah, it almost happened
It
again.
almost happened again. But yeah, the Padawan learner absolutely murks Fifth Brother in some weird ankle biter sort of way here. Fifth Brother wasn't expecting them to be so angry. So I gain a momentum. I take all 4 points, and that is just an absolutely fast game. That was
A
8
speedy
activations.
game.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Wow.
I went through my deck once.
Same here. holy Jedi efficiency.
Holy
on that
Jedi
one.
efficiency indeed.
I think there was definitely some things that went in my favor in that game.
Yeah.
But overall, there's, yeah, you know what? I'm trying to kind of pinpoint. You know what? I think where it kind of started really going downhill for you was when Hask.
When Hask failed to take back the point from Ahsoka.
And Ahsoka managed to get the jump.
Yes,
on
because
her
she got the
thing.
jump on her expertise. It didn't matter how many shoves I got. You could just get back on there.
Yeah, 2 successes and 3 expertise was the perfect roll for Ahsoka
Yeah.
to roll there because you couldn't pin her.
And it allowed her to stand there and be a problem in my back line when I needed my models to be moving up.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. Like, I was able to really take the fight to you, and ISF don't like that.
Yeah. And I think you had a perfect answer to me putting Fifth Brother up on a point, because I was like, oh yeah, it's great. He's going to be in a weird position. He's going to be hunkered. He's going to be steadfast.
What if I just force
what if
push
force
you?
push?
Yeah. No, and I think that's actually a big part of this game. I think my order deck was pretty much exactly what I needed whenever my turn came up.
Yeah.
Basically every one of my activations was a perfect counter to what you were doing. I would say the only activation that I wasn't entirely sure about was the Ahsoka activation.
And I was actually very sure of it because I had Moff Gideon, sorry. Reserving her was going to
I was about to reserve her,
you were about to reserve her. That costs you 2 force, and I'm like, you could do that, but also if you spend 2 force with her, she can go take this back point relatively easily.
It was something I was already considering doing. The reason I was originally planning on putting her back there is because I didn't want to put her too far forward and just have her get murked by ISFs.
Which makes sense.
But basically, like, you didn't pull the ISFs out of reserve after she ran up there, which a little bit surprised me. But I think getting Hask there was, if it wasn't for my defense roll, Hask was the great counter to it.
Yeah. I felt like I had good options that weren't the ISFs. I wanted them to hold back a little bit. Also, on the off chance where it didn't go well, I wanted them to be an activation going into Struggle 2 where they could spread out, take multiple points.
Very fair. Very fair.
And while they tried that, they needed to spread it a little too far, which Struggle 2 was 2 bad options for me.
Yeah, like that's there. Okay, so yeah, like that was the other part of this. My order deck was basically on fire this game. Then the struggle layout options were just not great for you. When when the only thing that you had was basically challenging the odds and taking 1 point, which wasn't even the priority
It wasn't
point.
even the priority. Yeah.
That was a rough set of events for you. Like it's hard to kind of come back from that. I've been on that end a few times.
No, we've all done that. We've all been there. It's part of the game, but it is a little rough when you're in that position, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I got to be honest. Like I cannot stress enough that I think my order deck was basically like a perfect sequence of events for me.
Perfect for you. That Kiani Mundi pull would have sucked unless I started with the way I did.
Yeah, like if you hadn't put Fifth Brother where you had, Kiani Mundi would have been like, reserve maybe? But
yeah, that would have been like a really solid reserve for you unless I did the thing I did.
Yeah, and because you put him so far forward, it's like, okay, well, Kiani Mundi just walks up and,
It was what I was thinking I was like, I think that there are 2 characters who can do anything about him, and as long as you don't draw them, I'm feeling good. And then you drew him.
Yeah, drawing him, then drawing into Ahsoka to score 4 points, and then getting the Shatterpoint to, who did I go? Oh, it was the ARFs.
That was the ARFs because it was
after,
a safe take.
Because you did your great play of like, okay, well, I'll just move Duder up here and take that point.
I did say afterwards something that I probably should have done, maybe could have done, was instead of putting Gideon here, I could have had him go over to here with his move, and on his burn them outside, go into the exposed Kiani Mundi to get 1 success, shove himself onto the point, and then I'd have 2 people with the wins ties on that point.
Yeah, and then like, I mean, I still would have had this point over here, but that would have been much harder for me to take.
It would have been a very secure point for me to have basically permanently.
Well, now,
and
having
later
said
when
that,
I drew Hask, I could have moved someone.
Having said that, though, I mean, I pulled Shakti, I think, almost right after you pulled Gideon.
I have reshuffled my deck at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember if Gideon went after Snips or not.
He was after Snips.
He was after Snips. So then I had the Shatterpoint card, which was that's right, because the Shatterpoint was the ARFs after you had moved him there.
After I had moved him with.
So I could have just Shatterpointed Shakti instead.
Yeah.
And had Shakti in there and just force repulse.
Yeah.
Right. which would have actually left you in a worse position at that point.
Which again speaks to your deck just countered everything I did.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like I want to believe that I made good decisions this game.
Oh, you for sure did.
But not gonna lie, this order deck carried me through a lot.
You made good decisions from a position of power and authority.
That is a very good way of putting it. Yeah,
you had a lot of strength, and you could have made poor decisions to falter from that position, but you went, I have a good position and I'm going to use it effectively.
Yeah. No, I think that's, when everything just kind of rolled together here, it was really nice because I also feel like I put a really solid amount of attrition onto your team as well.
You killed 2 guys.
Killed 2 guys. You also recovered a little bit of on both Fifth Brother and the ISFs. I think you recovered a little bit. The ISFs recovered at least once.
They recovered 1 damage off themselves.
I thought Fifth Brother did as well, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
Did you get a recover off Moff? Okay, so I'm just imagining.
He actually took more damage from me. I only hurt this man.
Man, that Force Enhanced Reflexes also hurt Fifth Brother a lot because it put him into danger close range, and then just having him kind of like circling the drain.
Yeah, the damage that was able to get put on him between Long Live the Empire and your Force Enhanced Reflexes, he was half dead.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. You put a damage on him from Long Live the Empire.
He was half dead from damage that didn't go through protection. Yeah, which was.
I mean, he made up for it by just absolutely face-tanking the clone troopers.
And you perfect killed him with the 2 crits you needed with the Padawan learners.
I mean, the Padawan learners were still taking that point.
Yes, that being said, you had 3 models on that point. That's your point.
But yeah, and you know what? I think that's actually a really good point there. Like, the events went so well that even 2 really bad dice rolls that I got. Actually 3, because Shakti had a pretty bad attack roll herself.
Yeah, she got 1 success through on Gideon, I think.
The order deck still carried me through a lot of this.
Yeah.
Like, my attacks weren't what was winning or losing me the game. The attacks were more just on top of everything else.
You were making attacks as gravy sometimes.
Yeah, it kind of felt that way. And I'm so glad you convinced me to move Shakti down there instead of going towards the center, because that point becoming active.
If you had gone towards the center, I don't think you were going to make it onto any points.
I didn't. That's why I was thinking about doing the hunker.
Yeah.
And then you convinced me, it's like, oh, well, that point can become active.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which one was going to become active.
So, sir, you lost the game.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you're assisting me, lost you there. But I've said this off camera a couple times. You often see plays that I don't. And part of how we do this is that we do talk about a lot of stuff off camera.
Which is a big part of how I enjoy playing this game. I like looking at it, especially, it's actually a really big reason why I love the design of Moff Gideon. The extra force cost of reserving makes you really try and puzzle out some of your worst activations. Yeah. And I really love trying to solve puzzles like that.
Quite frankly, the second Moff is on the table, I just start assuming reserving is not even an option a lot of the time.
Which is why I love playing against Moff Gideon.
Yeah. He's a very interesting tool to play with, But yeah, so there we go. Very solid showing by the Republic in this particular one. Vader 1 still has some legs when you give him lots of tools to work with there. Yeah. So there we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Happy wargaming.